Hey everyone, my name is Stephanie Stout. I'm so excited to be in our final semester of our MSW program. The field placement that I am at is a residential treatment center for children. I work with adolescents. I work with 14 to 18-year-old boys. That's my unit. And I do individual therapy, family therapy, group therapy, crisis intervention, treatment plans. I'm very much, with my kids through a lot of their ups and downs. So something that I've really enjoyed so far is that I used to work with 14 to 18-year-old boys as a floor worker when I lived in Pittsburgh, and I like being back with that population because in my full-time job I work with 9 to 13-year-old girls, and it's so different. And I love my girls, but it's just I prefer the older aspect, and I prefer working with males. Um, I have really, truly been thrilled to work with my clinical supervisor and learn so much. The basis for their program is DBT therapy, and I have learned so much about DBT. And we, as the staff, also have to do mindfulness training, and we have to do clinical development, and we sit around and we use the DBT skills to develop, our programs and to talk through things with each other. And I've learned that I actually personally use radical acceptance every day of my life, just dealing with things that I know that I can't change, and how to navigate that and still make it okay, and positivity when even when faced with negative things. And so I think that DBT has taught me a lot of things just for myself. And I've also learned how to teach it to the kids and how to help them apply it to their real life. Because I even say to them, like, I use this every day for me and I didn't even know I was doing it. Um, a challenge that I faced is that I am used to being on the floor staff with these types of situations in residential, and how to transfer that into a clinical role. I know that I feel that I get to know my kids so much better because I work with them, through the ups and downs of the morning routine, the evening routine, helping them settle, playing games with them. And I've gotten to know them, like the kids I work with at my full-time job and when I used to work in a different residential, through all of that. So the challenge for me has been how to meet the kids and get to know them clinically, without having those times where I'm putting them to bed, waking them up in the morning, those really intimate moments. Instead, now we're sitting in an office and we're having conversations, and I'm asking them to divulge important information to me, and they're, uncomfortable. There's a lot of boundaries there. There's a lot different feeling there than someone who's literally helping you, get your clothes on in the morning, get your shoes on. Like, there's just a very different feel. So I've definitely made sure that over their summer break, I've been on the floor a lot more, talking to them, playing ping pong with them, getting to know them at that level, but also understanding that, like, clinically, working in outpatient and stuff like that, that's going to be a barrier that I'm going to have to face, is that, I'm not going to have those intimate moments to get to know people. It really is going to be building connections right there in the sessions. Um, and so that's been really different for me because it's not something I'm used to. I'm used to knowing my kids in and out, being able to predict behaviors and stuff. And, as time goes on, I've gotten there, but it's definitely completely different. Um, so something I've learned about myself as a person is that, my last field placement, I was at a DSS agency and I was loving it. However, there was a lot more sitting and doing that kind of stuff. But what I've learned about myself as a person is that I really truly flourish in more moving environments. I've worked in residential for 4 years now. Being a clinician in a residential has really just showed me that, this is kind of where I like to be. I like the moving parts. I like the chaos in a sense. I like the actual getting to see the crisis and being able to intervene and being able to make changes. And, sometimes you can't always do that, but sometimes you come through and you save the day. And I truly do enjoy that piece of things. It's so clinical, and it's so, you get to see so much of the kids' backgrounds and their trauma, and it is intense. And I really enjoy the conversations I get to have with other coworkers based on things. We all have different ideas about how to deal with things, and I feel like it's just such a learning and moving environment. And I'm so excited to be almost done and to be moving on with my career in this field. So thanks everyone. I hope you all have a great rest of your week, and good luck this semester.